Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have my Week 14 college basketball rankings. So we're just gonna go over last week's top 12 that I had. Um, so just so you can know where I may be pulling certain teams from and who may be in consideration to jump into my top 10 if certain teams fall out. So last week my rankings were number 12 Villanova, 11 Wisconsin, 10 Baylor, 9 Kansas, 8 Kentucky, 7 Duke, 6 Arizona, 5 Houston, 4 UCLA, 3 Purdue, 2 Gonzaga, and 1 Auburn. So just going over the results from all those 12 teams from this week. 12 was Villanova. In the past week, they went 1-1. They played both ranked teams. They played Marquette, who they lost to, and then they played UConn and beat them. I don't think Villanova jumps in. Even with the win against UConn, it was a good win, but with the loss to Marquette, they're not going to jump in. Even though Marquette's a very good team, I don't think they're jumping in. Wisconsin was ranked 11. They also went 1-1. They lost to Illinois, and then they had a close 2-point win against Penn State. Wisconsin's not going to jump into my top 10. Number 10 was Baylor. They were destroyed by Kansas, but they beat West Virginia. They're going to fall out of my top 10 because of how badly they lost to Kansas. You could make an argument that Kansas is a very, very good team, but I think you couldn't be a top 10 team right after unless you went and beat the number 1 team or another top 5 team. 9 was Kansas. They had a major bounce back week for me after their brutal loss to Kentucky at home. They had a statement win over Baylor, and then another good win over Iowa State. Kansas will remain in my top 10 and will likely move up a few spots. Number 8 was Kentucky. They had another good week, and they're going to move up in my rankings. 7, I had Duke. They went 2-0 and will remain in the rankings. Coach K won his final game in Chapel Hill against North Carolina over the weekend. Arizona will jump. They were ranked number 6. They're going to jump up in my rankings because of a good home win against UCLA. UCLA we're going to get to right after we go through number 5, Houston. Houston has no reason to drop. They haven't lost since December 12th of 2021. They've been a very good team, very consistent, they're not going to drop at all. Number 4 was what I had UCLA. They were ranked number 3 in the AP poll. They went 0-2 this week. They lost to a good Arizona team, so I can see them losing to them. But then they lost in triple overtime to Arizona State, a team that has been very competitive. So a example of a college football team like that was Nebraska. I'm not sure if any of you guys are college football fans, but Nebraska, they went 3-9, but they lost all their games by 1 possession. Arizona State's a very similar team. They're always there in games, but they just end up losing. However, they were able to hang on and beat UCLA. So UCLA is depending, because there wasn't really that many good teams to jump into the rankings. UCLA is going to fall to number 10, but no further. Now, if teams like Wisconsin and Villanova both beat other teams, they would be in and UCLA would be out. But UCLA is going to remain in. And then the top 3 were Purdue, Gonzaga, and Auburn. No changes for me. They're all going to remain in the same order. So my rankings, that really leaves the question of who's number 10. Sorry, UCLA is going to fall to 9. I'm sorry. So 10. So 11 was Wisconsin. They lost. 12 was Villanova. They lost this week. And 13 was Michigan State, and they were upset by Rutgers. So that leaves number 14, Texas Tech. And I don't really think you can. The only team I think you can make an argument for right there is Villanova, because they beat another ranked team. But I'm going to go with Texas Tech, jumping in to my top 10 to be at number 10. 9, UCLA. After their 0-2 week, they definitely need a better week this week. They can't be going 0-2 again. Number 8 is Duke. 7 is Kansas. 6 is Kentucky. 5 remains Houston. Arizona jumps up to 4 after their big win over UCLA. 3, 2, and 1 remain the same. 3 Purdue, 2 Gonzaga, and 1 Auburn. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment if you agree with my rankings, disagree with my rankings, and why. And make sure to check out my weekly predictions video that was posted earlier today, or earlier on Sunday, and make sure to keep an eye out on Tuesday for the latest episode of Sports News.